Hi everybody. So these is the 2016 short questions, okay? So you've been asked here in question 1. So the cone is the first one. So identify each of these. So this one is a cone, okay? This guy here is based on a square-based prism, okay? So I'm just going to put in SBQ there for short. This guy here, you can imagine from doing development, would be a cylinder. And this guy over here then will be the triangular prism. Okay, so I'll just put TP there. You can write it fully down though if you're doing out that question. Now coming on to perspectives, all horizontal lines will always run back to a line on a vanishing point. Okay, so it's a good idea to keep an eye on this guy because he gives you kind of these clues with the construction lines he has there. Okay, so if we recreate these, this will get you the top of the window here. Now a vertical line will always be a vertical line, so you could just drop this straight down then and drop this guy down here. That's our window. The base of the caravan is coming back this way. Okay, and we have another line going back here. Now if you drop this line down, okay, that'll get to the point out here. We call it X, and if we ran X back then to VP1, that would find you the underside here. So you could do that in heavy then there. Join it up to here, and we'll put in that guy a bit heavier there. So that is question 2 done there. Moving on to question 3 now. Okay, so we've been asked here for these guys here, and if you're part A there, so part A is 18 plus 78 plus 18, which is 18 and 18 is 36. That'd be 108, so it'd be 114 here. B then, we've been asked for the height there, so we know it's 36 again this way, plus 32 would be 36 and 32 would be 68. Okay, 68, then we have 30, 98, 107. Okay, this guy is based on an isosceles triangle here. So if that's 70 degrees, that leaves us with 110. Okay, obviously a triangle must make up 180. Divide 110 by 2 and you will get 55 degrees each side. Moving on to question 4 now. These guys can take a wee bit of time. Okay, so just count them. They're almost like they're made up out of little blocks. Okay, so the base started off here first, so we know it's 1 wide, and always do what is closest to you first. Now if we count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from this one here, the middle dot, which is there. So count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that means this guy here now will join down to this guy here, and it is a freehand sketch they're looking for, folks. Okay, so he'll drop down to there, and you could run this guy back over, bring up this is the other point over here. So this one is going to run down to here at an angle. This guy then here is coming up 2 blocks. If we look over here, so over 1, up 2, over 1, up 2. So he's going to join onto there, and then he's 1 across, and we'll join back that guy down to there. He'll be going up then like that. And then the leg here itself is 1 block wide, so he's going to join down to there like so. And then we'll count them over. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll have this leg here, again starting, and count in the middle and go up. You can keep counting them if you want, or you can bring them across to find the points. So actually that guy being off here, yeah. So he'll join down to there. So over 1. He'll be joined down there. That guy's going to go up 1 block, up 1 block, And then we're going to go across like so. Across that way. Up one. And then we're just finishing in the top here. A bit more work to do with that leg down there. So again, come over one, up two. So it was over one, up two, yeah. So over one, up two. Sketch to there. And actually we've got this guy going on the inside. Let's not forget about that guy. Okay. So he is coming up 1, 2, 3. And we can see there he's in one from the edge. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He'll be coming across there like so. So about that guy a bit. And that is it then, folks. So we'll colour or shade the sketch then after that. Finish out this a bit heavier. And that's that one done. Moving on here, we're rotating this. So get your compass. It's rotating on the skateboard on the back wheel O. So I'm just going to rotate down. B is going to, you can imagine if you stood on the back of this, that side is going to kick down. This guy over here is going to kick up. As will this guy. Okay. And what we know after that now, we know A will come down here. This will get us A1. We know the true length from A to B. So if we set our compass there, mark that off, swing from over here, that'll find us B1. Joining that line. Okay. B1 then, and then we know the distance from B1 to C1. So we put our compass there. Sorry, now we'll just check that again now. Now he'll be up there like that. Okay, so he's rotating upwards there. This guy's coming up here, he's going to be resting there. This guy here is going to be resting here. So it's just a matter then of redrawing down that there. 5 mil. You can set your compass, this little wheel. I'm just going to do this lightly. The compass will slip, as you can see, and it has moved now. And that'll get us our wheel in there. Sorry now folks, this compass is kind of flimsy. So that gets us our wheel in there, okay? Now, Mark can see one. Now that's that question. This one here, you've been asked to divide this guy, this bookcase, into 3, 2, 1, 1. If you add that up, 3 and 2, 1, 1, 1 is 7. And the handiest way I would do that is come out here at any angle. Mark off in 5s. Okay. Join this guy down to here. Now that'll be 1 there. This will be another 1. Then they want 2 there. So 2 units there and 3 at the bottom, and then we just bring them up and put in our shelf. That's question 6. Question 7 now. This is, I'll do a couple of SOLIDWORKS exercises with you hopefully sometime, but a cylinder is based in SOLIDWORKS. If you drew that and rotated it on this here, on this axis, you would get a cylinder. If you did the same thing here, you would get a cone, okay? So it's telling us there, complete a freehand sketch of the 3D solid in the triangle, okay? Figure 2 and the semicircle, and figure 3 the revolved about the given axes. So this will be a cone, as I said. This will be a sphere, and just draw them in as best you can. This guy here will be a cone, okay? So, of course, we have an elliptical shape there at the bottom now. And this sphere then here. Okay, 8 is a freehand sketch. Okay, so the handiest thing there I would do is I would set up a crate to contain all of this, bar this board here. I'll just ignore that for a moment. Okay. And then I would go about creating this guy. So we'll just keep all the lines light at first. Now, and when you're happy, then you can just extend that little table there. We'll bring it upright. So now we can start doing in our lines a bit heavier. And don't forget, it's always asking you these to color or shade, okay? Get our bent off laid there itself. So I'm not going to spend too much time. This is up to yourself there, shade it in whatever way you want there, folks. And sometimes if you do this, it gives a more even kind of tone to it. Now, okay, so we move on then. Last one here, our number 9 here, we're looking at these CAD commands, okay. So this one could be an enlarged, I find it funny the word to pick sometimes for this scale, they're going offset, trim, okay, because you'd be cutting this guy, that line out there, so that could be trim, and this is an extrude. The question 9 there. Moving on then, down here, we've been asked, so the handle of the jug is a semi-ellipse. Okay, determine the length of the major and minor axis. Draw the semi-ellipse. Okay, so I'm going to grab a piece of paper here in a second. So first thing I would do is you could draw them two guys together. Why? Because that is if you put down your compass here, and you spin that guy around, that's the distance of the major axis from there to there. That's the length of it, okay? And what you can do then is you'd have to bisect that in half. Now, I'd probably skip this question, as in it'd be too, it takes, you know, it'll probably take you over the 3 minutes to do it. Unless you have a trammel, which I'm going to use now in a moment. So that gets me half the major axis, and when I get half the major axis, I can set my compass to this. Okay, and I can mark off there. That's one end of the major axis, and that's the other end now transferred. Also, we can find the top of the minor axis. So I just put all these, that's the end of the major there, end of the major, top of the minor, and just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to get a trammel. I always recommend you have one of these going into an exam, because it is the fastest way, without a doubt, to draw an ellipse, okay? So if we put down there, I'm going to mark off P. I'm going to mark off that there as MJ, half the major axis, okay? I'm going to mark off, put up P up here. I'm marking off half the minor axis. And so remember, swap them over then after that. So put the major on the minor. Sorry now. Put the major on the minor. And you can create a couple of, sorry now a second, I'll just get this the right way. So we're going to put the major on the minor and the minor on the major. Sorry, I'll have to extend in, that's why that's not working. So when you want to use a trammel, put the major on the minor and the minor on the major, and you can just twist it around like this. You need to extend on that there now, that's why I got confused for a second. That'll get you a couple of other points there. But remember, you have to tape this guy on then, if you're doing that. So that there now is your, whatchamacallit, question 10 done, but make sure you tape on that trammel if you're doing that. This one here is asking us now to look at, complete the given plan and locate the point of contact, right? So we'll just drop down this guy. Okay, they're lined up together. Set your compass on there, put it down here, and we're drawing that guy down there in plan, okay? Now this guy'd come in here heavier, of course, and you'll be doing this with a compass. I'm just speeding it up now for time. How do I get the point of contact? Well, he's like this here, comes off at a right angle. That's the POC, always at a right angle, and you could just drop it down then. That's the point of contact down there. Number 12 then, go through that, visualize it out, but it's C, A and B, okay, so you can match up then. And then we're on to our last sheet now, folks, which is asking us here to finish out the end view. So we'll just put up some light construction lines. Take our height lines across from elevation. Okay. Okay, and two more lines here. And now, next thing here is based on a tangent here. So you've been asked to complete the outline mount guard construction tangents for point P and Q to C. So C is a circle there, that will be the center of it. Okay, what do we always do when we have a point out here? We'll just do, you can do it either side, right? What we would do is draw a line between the point and the center of the circle, bisect that line, Put this down then, and draw your semicircle. Sorry, now the books, this compass keeps moving on me. Okay, and that guy there will get your point of contact. Then put in your tangent, and you could just mirror that over then to the other side. Okay, and that'll get the point of contact 2 on the other side. Last one then is just to finish in a block. So maths is 10, it's plus 10% up here. English is 5, so it's just going down 1. So if we just quickly bring across these lines, then you can just bring them up to meet them. This one's down 5. The next guy then is up 30 Irish. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Science is down 15, so that's down 3. History is up 20. Then geography is up 15. And we can just cap them off then. You can shade them in there if you have time. But I'm going to leave it at that, folks. So that's the short questions. Hope you found that useful. I know it's a bit long of a video, but of course you don't have to do all 15 questions, even though you should try and attempt them given the time. Okay, so hope you found that useful, folks. More videos to come. Take care and stay safe.